Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Ann Thessen, and I'm going to speak to you today about our BiCIKL project, linking fair biodiversity data through publications, the BiCIKL approach. I'm the project coordinator, and I'm based at the University of Colorado in the US. We have many wonderful project members: Jay Adelson Pinedo Escatel, Javier Oliveira, Renan Barbosa, Chrysler Tanalgo, Paulo Borges, Panakul Tamban Anish, Ameri Kataratil Helna, and Hania Saidi. The BiCIKL responsible party is Lubomir Penev, and Lubo was the person who approached me with this project. There are many BiCIKL research infrastructures involved, including GBIF, Disco, Zenodo, and many, many others. In addition, there are some non-BiCIKL research infrastructures accessed through our project, including BOLD, iDigBio, and WORMS. So our project is a special collection of papers in the Biodiversity Data Journal called Linking Fair Biodiversity Data Through Publications, the BiCIKL Approach. Myself and Lubomir and all of our project participants are editors on this special issue. And the requirements for being accepted into this issue are many, but every paper must link several different BiCIKL repositories and use persistent unique identifiers. And the goal of this special issue is twofold. First, to promote and incentivize research that links existing data and promotes these fair data practices, and also to, like we all want to do, advance science and use data that we already have to answer questions that we couldn't answer before because the data have been siloed. So right now we have two papers that have already been published. One is an annotated nomenclatural checklist of endemic vascular plants in the Ukrainian Carpathians. And this paper combines information from GBIF, Catalog of Life, Plants of the World Online, Euromed Plant Base, World Flora Online. And so in addition to the BiCIKL requirements, BDJ has always been at the forefront of taxonomy-related database and data publications. And so in addition to the BiCIKL requirements, all papers need to use persistent, unique, resolvable, persistent identifiers for taxonomic names, but also for elements of the taxonomic name. And this includes just the name, the authority, and the publication source. So BDJ really takes all of that very seriously. The other paper that was already published is called 10 Years and a Million Links, Building a Global Taxonomic Library Connecting Persistent Identifiers for Names, Publications, and People. This particular paper uses identifiers like LCIDs, DOIs, and ORCIDs to link people, publications, and their names using connecting databases such as Index Fungorum, International Plant Names Index, and the Index of Organism Names. In addition to these two papers that have already been published, we have three papers currently in review. The first is standards for omics biodiversity data. This is creating interoperability between the Darwin Core standard and the MIXIS standard. MIXIS is a standard from the Genome Standards Consortium for omics data. The second is Mobius Plus. Mobius is a fair database for Mindanao's terrestrial biodiversity. And the third is a database of squirrel distribution and occurrence in South Asia. A few statistics on the special issues so far. There are two actual published papers, and we've had over 1,000 views just on those two papers. We've had 6 submitted manuscripts, not all of the submitted manuscripts meet the criteria for being included. And within all of this, we've had 48 authors from 10 different countries. The views have mostly been in HTML, but we have also had some users who want the XML. So there's been a strong dissemination effort both by BiCIKL and by PennSoft, using the various blogs, websites, and social media accounts. We are the special issue. We've only had 2 published papers and 6 submitted papers thus far, but you can still submit papers, and it sounds like from the talks that we should be expecting more publications, more submissions from various BiCIKL efforts. Here's an example of one of the papers in with their altmetric donut, showing that they've had 52 retweets on Twitter, which I suppose is now called X. And this is an example of one of the tweets for this paper showing, wow, the tweet even contains a Sparkle query, and it has various links to the paper, to the author, and to the BiCIKL program. So with that, I just want to thank BiCIKL and Lyubomir Penev and PennSoft for the opportunity to come here and speak to you today.